Very important. Why men lose their place or relevance in marriage. Why men lose their place or relevance in marriage. One thing that makes men lose relevance is absence.
Yes, sir.
All of them say it's absence. Absence in terms of physically, emotionally, and all round. In terms of how you find, there are men also who, they're in marriage, yes, but awako.
True.
Either they are very busy or they are working out there, they have the place of family. They are no longer there.
Yes, sir.
That will make them relevant. Now, when a man is absent, what happens is the woman will take over.
Yes, sir.
The woman will take over.
Yes.
The place of absence, whereby a man needs to learn how to balance.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
I think, you see, the moment a man is emotionally or physically absent, to me, one, probably, vitu kama kazi, probably the man is employed. Utapata, maybe amepatiwa maybe a different location. What needs to happen, I think, it's just a matter of arrangement. Ukishaji arrange tu vizuri. You can come maybe on a weekend, try and find time for your family. Because the moment you are absent more than you're present, of course, unapata most of the duties, even you'll be dedicated to your wife. Unaona? Kuna vitu kama kulipa stima. Unaweza kuambia sasa you talk and unajua karibu kuisha. As you know, there are some things you start delegating and there are some responsibilities they're supposed to be yours as a man. Hizo ni vitu unafaa kuhandle. So also men, to some extent, you need to look at those kind of points so that you don't lose your place by giving or delegating all responsibility to your wife because you are absent. So wewe tafuta time yako vile utafanya upate ile balance ya regardless of how far you are. Find time to come in even for your children. Unapata mara moja bizo mamiti za shule. Wewe hata ukumbuke ile last ulienda. Hata huko ukienda kuchukua shule, ukienda kuchukua mtoto wanakuambia ngoja kwa tupigie mama yake. They don't know you. You see, because umekuwa tu uko off. So yes, so my point will be try find that balance whereby you remain relevant to your family.
And the sad thing about absence is mwanamke usipomuongoza kuna kitu itamuongoza.
Atajiongoza.
Kuna kitu itamuongoza.
Wale wanajiongoza ni wengi sana.
Wengi. Mwanamke usipomuongoza kuna kitu itamuongoza. And you see, when it comes to marriage, the voice of a man must be heard.
Yes.
Good.
The presence of a man must be felt.
It's very important.
All the time.
Yeah.
It must be felt. The kids must know in this home there's a father.
Correct.
The woman must know in this our home there's a man.
Yes.
I have a husband in this house. Whereby when you speak they hear you.
Yes.
When lazima ugurume. People must know. The way Papa says you get into a home and you find a man snoring, and you know in this home there's a man somewhere. And you see at the end of the day when the presence of that man is felt, things move.
It's true.
When the presence of that man is felt, there is order in the home.
Yes, yes.
And immediately the man is absent, immediately disorder comes in. That is when now you find the woman now starts doing things that are out of place, starts making decisions that are out of place. You find a home that is completely messed up. Why? Because the man's presence is no longer felt in that home.
And I also believe when it comes to the issue of being present,
yes,
is not only becoming present physically.
Yes, sir.
Because physically is important. There is also being present and getting involved.
Yes.
I am present in this house, but I'm also involved. I'm involved in how are these people doing their lives? How are these kids growing? How are they doing in school? Because we have men also, fine, he's in the house, but now he's on TV, he's on magazine. He's absent at the same time, is present, but at the same time is absent. So what happens is you find that there will be, this man is not active. That one takes away the relevance of that man. Well, the place of absence, we're talking about physically and emotionally. Emotionally, that means what?
When you talk emotionally, mama mnakaa na yeye akiongea juu yako, mzee ananipenda, mzee ananijali, sio mambo na pesa peke yake. ama mambo na rent imelipwa.
Yeah.
When it comes to how emotionally well kept they are.
Yeah.
Whereby if there's an issue within her,
Yes.
is the man present to make sure that the issue is handled? When you look at the kids also, when they have their own issues, is the man present to sit them down and talk to them? Get to find out, how are you doing? How is life taking you? Is everything okay with you? Because sasa zingine mama wanakaga tu hapo, wanakuangalia na wanakupima tu.
Kuna issues.
Wanaweza kupima tu. Wanataka kuona mzee ananijali kiasi gani. Na by the way, si ati hawezi kuambia.
Na au pima, wakupima ni wengi.
Wako.
Na acha nikwambie kitu moja. Ndio na historia, unachiki historia emotion kwa sababu mara mob unapata ndio wanaume ufail. Men fail in that area kwa sababu gani? One, most of us are bombarded na hizi issues of life. So unapata by the time unaingia kwa hao, wife yako akona issues, yeye mwenyewe akona issues. Na wewe pia juu kuna pressure tu zako, utapata most of the time you don't handle this thing. So one way or the other atatafuta tu njia. Maybe probably ni pesa uliwacha itumiwe, ulipea direction vile pesa itatumiwa. Hii pesa itatumiwa vibaya ndio ilete hii issue ya emotional, ndio uelewe. Ndio uelewe ni nini inaendelea, ndio uchapiwe. Unaelewa? Unaambiwa wewe hata ujuangi inaendelea kwa hii nyumba. Wewe ujue sisi tunasikianga, unaona? So unapata story maybe ungekaa na madam ama your wife muonge na yeye muelewane ama whatever is eating the family. Imeenda back kwa issues of finances. So imeleta una angle fulani ile wanajua hapa we will get you.
Sometimes as much as fine, we want to be there emotionally, but there's the aspect of men can be having a lot in their mind.
Yes.
So Akifka home is emotionally exhausted, mentally exhausted, and physically exhausted. Number two, not stepping up as a man. And this is a very, very, very wide area. Talk about stepping up as a man. It means a lot to mean a step up. But one of the reasons that men also lose relevance in their relationship, in their marriages, is when a man does not step up. There are things, like for example, there's an issue in the home. A man might sit down and the things are going wrong. Let me give an example. You have disagreed on a matter with your wife, you know, and the man will take like 2-3 days. You see, before handling the matter. Amenyamaza. I believe men should step up. I agree.
Totally.
Take up responsibility. Step up in issues. But that stepping up also is dependent with the room he has been given.
It's true.
Because there are men who don't have room to step up. Matter of fact, anytime they try to step up, something is hitting them down. It is true, a man should step up to a place whereby your presence, your weight, is felt in a marriage. Yes. But also it depends with the room they are given. There are women who really occupy.
Yes, sir.
Everything. If anything is to happen, like for example, and I know some of them will disagree with us. You find in nyumba ni nyumba yake, pia ni nyumba yako. You have some say in that house.
Yes.
True. But then anakuja akasema ataka ceiling ika hivi, sijui TV wekwe wapi. Wewe unataka TV ika hivi. Unaomba kuna unambo sasa kukula wewe kaanga kwa kiti. So unataka hapa na step up aje. There's a place whereby for a man to step up also, he must be given room to step up.
Yes, sir.
If a woman occupies everywhere, there's no way a man can step up. For me, I believe strongly, men need to be given room.
Yes.
It has to
step
be
up. As long as a woman has a man, she needs to create room for that man to step up. Sometimes, a man will not know he's failing till he fails.
It's true.
Hapo ningeingia. Hapo ningeongea. Hapo ningefanya hivi. Basi sasa wewe ushafanyiwa. Ushafanyiwa, ushaambiliwa. Ushaongozwa.
Ushaongoza kabisa, ashakuongeza pabaya.
Hapa nakwambia sasa unaona? Wewe mwanaume gani? Akisha duka. The thing has now flared. The thing is no longer working. Sometimes what women need to do is to let the man do the work.
True, sir.
You see, you will not know you're failing until you see failure.
It's true. There are two grades on this same point. There are two grades of men. There are those men that naturally, when they need to jump into something, and take it up and run with it. They are swift in it.
Yes.
Lakini kuna sasa wale bwana mwanaume mpaka umsukume ndio atose. And those grades of men are very rampant right now in this age and time.
Yes.
We have you can't even call them men. We have some young boys that are getting married that don't even have clear direction on what is required of them when it comes to marriage. Now, wanachoma, and they are spoiling everything out there to a place whereby even women themselves have come to a place whereby when they see one approaching, they don't trust you. Why? Because if a man cannot step up when it comes to the place of responsibility, when it comes to what is expected of them, when a man cannot step up, things can never go the right way.
It's true.
They can never go the right way. Until a man steps up, that home will never rise to that place. And listen to me, most of the times unakuta ile kitu tu huyo mwanaume anafaa afanye ni aseme tu kitu moja. And the house receives light completely. There is light. This is the only direction we needed. This man needed to say one word and everything. There is light everywhere. But unakuta kuna ile sample ingine ya wanaume whereby they've decided kama yeye anataka kuongoza si aongoze. Kama anataka kufanya decisions si afanye tu. But you see at the end of the day, is that the right place of that man? It's not the right place.
Correct. We are on number 3. Why men lose their relevance. Why men don't have relevance in their marriage. It is running away from issues, not handling issues. There's some truth. Men have reasons why they don't handle issues.
Yes.
Because it's not direct that a man will not just handle an issue.
It's true.
There's nobody who doesn't want issues to be handled. Yet you still have men who will not handle issues even when issues should be handled. You see, we have men who will not handle a problem. There's a problem already. There's a problem in their home. There's misunderstanding, and they will not handle it. There are those who run away because they are afraid of. But in a good marital setup, men will want to, handle the issue. But also, you need to know if this issue can be handled.
It's true.
You know if this issue can be handled.
Yes.
Because there are men that run away because they know if hiki tukianza ni moto. Huyu mama this thing will be turned upside down.
It's true.
And normally the worst case scenario is there are many women out there that usually like jumping into conclusions.
Acha
kupatia majibu kabla hata uanze kuexplain.
We wacha.
Even before you started the issue, she already knows. Lilikwambia. But you see, if you get to a place whereby you get confronted by such, most on a very high percentage, you will find a man like that is when there's a problem, wanajipa shughuli huko nje mpaka masaa ya kulala ifike. It's true. Wanaume wengine kwa nini unafikiria they come home late? It's not because that is the time that is set for them to come into the house. No. Some of them already think there's an issue that is in that home, and that issue, for it to be handled, there will be a lot of noise before it is sorted.
Yes.
But you see, let me ask women, must you make noise for issues to be handled? Is it really necessary for a woman to make noise so that we know, leo, issue ilikuwa handled? Because there are cases whereby you can just sit down like normal people
and talk.
Just like normal human beings. You sit down and you discuss issues. You get to a place whereby, and let me tell you something, when you get to that point in time whereby you can be able to sit down and handle issues with that man, in fact, what you will do, you will encourage that man even to sit down with you more, to talk about issues concerning even the home itself.
Personally, I think there are some issues worth running away from. No. Kuna issues zingine tu kwanza. Unahepa kwanza. Because let me bring it in this angle, yeah? There's some things probably you have talked to your spouse about. Ukamwambia, ikitu usifanye. Ikitu achana nayo. Huyo mtu akukusikiza. Akaenda akafanya nini? Akafanya hiyo kitu. Sasa zile noma imetoka, mimi kwanza hata ukileta story unajua nilifanya mimi sikuko. Wewe kwanza sasa imeshaharibika. Wewe handle kwaje kusumbua. Mimi sasa hiyo issue mimi nimeondokea. mpaka saa zile utalani ile lesson nilikuwa nataka uione before ndio mimi nafanya nini na kuja sasa kukusaidia, but there are some things first of all kwanza unaondokea kwanza, wacha achapane consequence peke yake kwanza, ndio next time ukimwambia asiguze
Ataguza.
hata hiyo sasa utamaliza, atawachilia
Kwanza hii maneno ya this is another issue. This issue about you find an issue that has come up. Now you kitu kama instead of discussing it, unaambiwa, unapaswa. Yani she has just come very well. Honey, you want us to talk. Lakini unajua wewe. Nilikwambia hii maneno wacha nayo. Maana wengi kushuku. Unaona sasa. Yani unaambiwa maneno. Next time mwanaume I'm on the story, you bring up an issue, unageuziwa mara that. So you're the one who now is apologizing. I don't know.
you're the victim.
Una apologize.
And you were the victim.
When
you were victim where?
So why sometimes men run away from problems is because of the way the issue has been brought. Alafu unaambiwa hivyo na sauti iko 100%. Voltage iko juu.
And the sad bit about that also, sir, is you realize over time, when you maintain the same pace, ya kelele, you bring the man to a place whereby even in life itself, the man will never be a risk taker.
It's true.
Never a risk taker.
Mi kitu naweza sema, jua mtu wako and when issues are there, know how to approach them.
Yes.
Unaona? Unajua mtu nikileta kitu tunaihandle, tutaishughulikia na tutapata solution. But unajua tena unaweza handle kuna kitu nikileta hivi, ujamaa hata kama atakaa hapo, atakuwa tena mwili iko lakini mind yake iko alishatoka. Unaona? So kama wewe kama unajua mtu wako, just know how to handle your issues. Na hata kwa time ya kuhepa ama kuondokea. Na kama ni issue ulishaambiwa kaondokea, wewe mpe tu time. Wewe chomeka tu nani, wewe ngoja tu time atakama kusaidia because you are one. Haizi kumacha udai. Lakini anataka tu learn hiyo lesson, ukisha learn hiyo lesson anataka mimi akusaidie. Yeah.
Number 4 is when men are financially unstable. Hapo lazima tuongee.
Kabisa.
Hapa lazima tuongee.
Sana.
Matter of fact, kuna kama dharau ingia kama mwanaume ana pesa. Kuna kama dharau tu, wamama kuna kama dharau kama jamaa na kitu. That thing will always make a man chicken out because man by nature is a voice provider.
It's true.
It is the ego of a man. When a man gives, he's also sponsoring his ego. He's patting his ego that wow, I'm a man. So sasa hana kwanza hiyo ego yako umekata mara mbili.
Anamkata.
Unakuja anajua unacheki but kuongeza chumvi kwa kidonda. Anakwambia wewe umekaa hapo unaidisha na auleti. Si utoke nje ukafanya kazi kama wale wanaume wengine. Knowing kutoka imaanisha utarudi nayo, unaona? Hii kitu wewe nielewe, si ati nimekaa hapa hivi because napenda. Because initially hata nikiwa job siko nataka kwao. Nilikuwa naleta. Unaona? So sai baby job ama covid imekuja kufanya biashara yangu kana chini ama ABCD has up and now I'm not earning. Give me time because I'm working on myself to make sure I go back to doing what? Providing for the family. Unaona? So don't beat down the man. Hiyo kitu kwanza, hiyo kitu inafanya hata mwanaume akipata akirudi kwa ile position anapata do is going back to his financial freedom. Hata atakwenda kwa approach different because anajua wewe unanihandle hivi kama sina pesa. Kwa hivyo let me handle you this way because size iko. So approach yako saa zile hana, it is very very important to your marriage.
What I will say also about this same thing, this week I happened to bump into something on social media, and this guy was doing well. Money was there. He was very vocal on social media. He had everything going for him. Had a wife and a kid, and the wife loved the man. When the man had money, and everything was provided for. Ile siku alifutwa kazi.
Pia kwa marriage alifutwa.
Ile siku alifutwa kazi.
Kwa marriage.
Can you imagine the sad bit about that story? There's a day, the man and the baby are sleeping hungry in the house. Then the man happened to bump into the wife's phone. The wife had been sent 80,000 on phone. She had money on phone. She had money on phone. But her people are sleeping angry in the house. And when the man found out, confronted her, why are you doing this thing? He was left. The next day, he was left.
Jesus Christ.
And the woman went to look for another man that had money.
Jesus Christ.
One thing I want to say, and these men should know this, that women marry two things. They marry the man and they marry money.
It's true. It's true.
That is why nowadays, most broke men hawapendwi.
Na nakupenda.
Kwa sababu wanasemanga, afadhali tulie kwa Range Rover than tupendane tukitembea. Afadhali tulie kwa Range Rover.
Walisha define relationship. Walisha define.
Like today you'll find a very good man, God fearing, but because anaka kitu, wewe unekwa kanda. Na ndaka Budesco nenda kaboda.
Kwanza ndo simsumbua kwa wewe katafute. Wewe katafuta una kitu.
I want men to know something, that women marry two things.
Yes.
When they marry a man, they marry him and they marry his wallet. And that is not good, because even the man will be playing the same game with you. Most men lose balance when there is no money. They lose balance.
It's true.
And you see, when a man is in that condition, how the wife will handle him. Kwanza kama bado kuna pesa. How you will handle that man when he has no money and you have money will determine if when he gets money, he will be faithful to you.
It's true.
Mimi, my advice is, well, mama, as long as you're working, all your salary, give that man.
Yes.
Let him manage.
Where
so
to
that you still feel he's in charge.
Where to party to your pesa? To party, because at the end of the day, hata sisi wakati tulikuwa sasa kwa kupatia. Si ndio? So the moment now we are in this predicament. Fanya aje? Wewe okay, aseme nywele tengeneza lakini nyingine kubwa. Wewe nipatie mimi.
I think that's the thing. When a woman has money, involve that man. Muingize ndani. Kama ukiweza mpatie hiyo pesa yako yote, manage.
It's true. We are good.
Because here is still a man, because there are men today who have no balance
at all.
So women should give the man all the money to manage, to still keep him feeling a man.
And by just doing that act, we jamaa atakirudi in a position of financial freedom.
Yes.
Umse atakuweka position fulani, as in you'll be the first priority, because when he was down, ulimshikilia. So unapata actually you are investing not only in the man, you are investing in your marriage as well.
True.
Yeah, so unapata the moment you share what you have with him, you unampea moral, unaonesha hapa sio mwisho wako, there's still something as in better can come out of you. True. So unapata you are giving him moral even to go out and look for opportunities to get these finances. But the moment you try to beat him down with by trying to demoralize him and try to kumuonesha sasa uno kwa chini uwezi, it's wrong.
Number 5, when they are not learned or not advancing education wise.
Kwanza hapo
kuna shida.
Hapo shida ni kubwa sana.
Never ever feel your husband is less educated.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
No matter how learned you are, never. Usiingia hapa kizungu.
Yeah.
Jamaa anje tu Kiluya.
Kama si Waluya, kama mwamulia mwenzako kwanza vizuri kwa.
Ongea Kiluya.
Ngori kitoka tu ongea tu Kiluya. Ongea tu ndio iflow.
What do you think?
Let me say this.
Yes.
Let me say this. I will say it in 2 ways. And I know probably if Mama is watching right now, she'll be very excited about what I'm about to say. I'll say it in 2 ways. To all the men out there, if you get an opportunity to advance yourself, advance your education.
Yes.
Advance anything that goes with books or anything. If you get the opportunity to advance yourself, usikae tu hapo king'ombe. Nenda usome. If you get the opportunity, if the opportunity is opening up for you to go and study, to go and learn, to go and increase in your wisdom, you have the opportunity to do that, go ahead and do it. But also to the women, never ever get to a place whereby, by the standards of education that your man has gone into, they might be low. But because the standards are low does not make the man less of a man.
It's true.
In the home.
Yes, sir.
Does not make him less of a man.
It doesn't make him less of a man. And this is fact. We have met men out there that did not go to school at all.
Yes.
But they are making waves in life. They are making waves in life.
Yes.
They are going to places, even the people that have gone to school have never touched.
they're employing those who
In fact, they are the ones now
papers.
employing those ones
It's
with
true.
the papers. They are telling now, oh yeah, you have PhD in accounts. Oh yeah, now come and manage my money for me. But you see, at the end of the day, in as much as there's that place of education, there's that place of someone learning something new in life, it does not make a man less of the man he's supposed to be.
Actually, the lady should use that now as a helpmate. Whom say in weakness here, this is this is your strength. So hapo, don't use it to intimidate the man, but use it, take that opportunity and help the man to do what? To grow. Unaona? So napata, okay, mimi sijui hizi mapepa, vitu mingi, but my wife is familiar with them. So before I sign document, kwa shida it's a bit sensitive, my wife go through it. So that tusijiingize kwa shida fulani, sisi wote tutazama ndani, unaona? So inabaki I have somebody who can to complement before I strike a deal or before I sign a document that is quite sensitive. So ukiomsa complement, this thing is going to work.
True, because you see, for example, Pate, what I strongly believe is that if a woman is learned and the man is not, the woman should cover the husband. Don't try to make them feel less, small.
Yes.
You see. So what needs to happen is very simple. You as a learned woman, what you need to do is you need to make sure you cover your husband.
It's true.
Totally.
The worst thing you can ever do to a man is to remind him how uneducated he is.
Terrible.
That one, you have lost that man and lost that marriage. But also, men should not feel inferior.
Totally.
We should not.
If you can at least upgrade your education, better. If you can't, wewe tosheka na mali huko and accept your level.
Na usisumbuke.
Pambana tunayo hali.
Wanakupe pressure sasa unataka.
Pambana tunayo hali si ndio?
Na imekataa. Imekataa. Wachana nayo.
Kiswahili mama
wewe fanya ile umezoea.
Usonge mbele.
Fanya ile umezoea.
Number 6 is when their wives dominate them. Yani kukaliwa. Kuna wamama who are too strong. When a man is dominated, financially, maritally, hata kwa sauti,
hapo kuna shida kubwa.
They lose their voice.
It's true.
They lose their strength.
It's true.
There are men that are asked that question. Umetoka? Kwani sangapi? Bakora sanga, who is asking? Tukona nani? That is to show you the wife has dominated him.
It's true.
You see, when a man is dominated, and I will say this, men don't like being dominated.
At all.
Kabisa.
No, don't show him. Even me,
at the end of the day, even if you want to come to a place whereby you want to give suggestions or you want to air your views, don't get to a place whereby now you feel like you are now the kingpin in the house.
You're not.
Now the woman is the one. If she does not say, have you not found the houses whereby even the children, when they come to ask, Daddy, tunaweza enda swimo? Anaenda ulize mama yako.
It's true.
Jua anajua anaweza wape ruhusa alafu karibike.
Ama uko mbele kataliwe.
Mama yenu akikubali ni sawa, tutaenda swimo. Lakini bora hajakubali.
Hiyo story katika hapo.
Tu hapo kwa hiyo story wachanene na which should not be the case.
It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. God bless you. Amen. Shalom for now.
Amen.
Bye bye.